So is Gen Z fucked? Maybe. When it comes to the housing market, yes. But when it comes to music, I think we're doing okay. I think we're actually faring pretty well for ourselves. Now, I want to make a video here about the Gen Z death metal because there's lots of new bands popping up, especially in brutal death metal, which is kind of the focal point of what we got going here. But there's lots of death metal bands popping up where all the members just got out of high school a few years ago. And surprisingly, the music's good, you know? I mean, I was looking at this flyer I have for a certain band and a record label that was a flash in the pan, which I will talk about in the future. But a lot of bands featured on here, more particularly Nuclear and Regurgitated Entrails, these are some new bands, and, you know, Snuffed on Sight is dog shit. But the ones that really catch my eye and the ones that really I root for, and I hope that in the future they continue to expand and, you know, blow up and especially carry the old school 90s sound with them, because, you know, their influences are on their sleeves and it's in the logos and it's in everything that they do, you know, all the band pics. And for Regurgitated Entrails, these guys, I actually have yet to see them live somehow. They've come through my state a few times, but I know, poser. So I would love to see them. You know, you have Eric on the, and you have, who else? Manny and Nathan. These three fellows. Hopefully the lineup stays and it doesn't change because, man, they got something good going on here. And this was their demo, which I don't have their full length yet. It's on New Standard Elite. A lot of these new bands are on New Standard Elite, and basically if you're looking for brutal death metal in the vein of Disgorge, or maybe more on the slam level like Epicardiectomy, that's your place to go. That is the sewer pipeline to follow. But I think we need to finally discuss a band that I was there for from the very first concert, in the very beginning, and that's Nuclear Remains. Nuclear Remains is a Arizona, Phoenix-based brutal death metal band, and they actually have, I think they're up to 3 releases now. I only have the first 2, which it's kind of funny, you know, they've changed their logo with every release that they've put out. Not a bad thing, but I like the original too, just saying. So, Radioactive Decomposition, this was their demo tape, first EP, whichever you'd like to call it. It's been put out on vinyl since, but I remember getting this at the merch table, and I was just stoked, because it's like, you rarely get to be there for a band when they just start, and they play their very first concert, and there's like 26 people in the room at max, and everybody's kind of spaced out, really far away from each other, and it had this 90s vibe to it where it's like no one's supposed to be having fun. Everyone just like stand there and look like a tough guy and just stare at them. I didn't see anybody rocking out really, but I felt something. They were the opening act and they got off stage and I was just like, man, these guys are going somewhere, aren't they? I had a feeling, and you know, it could just be because a lot of those bands at that same show did go somewhere, but actually one of them, if not, I think 2 of them are already done. No, you know what? 3 of them are done. Wow. Nuclear killed everybody. What the fuck? They literally killed every other band. So the other ones were Blood Loss, Bloodsaw, and Carpet Bomb. Blood Loss was standard old school death metal. Bloodsaw was old school death metal, and Carpet Bomb was one of like very few thrash bands from this modern scene, and unfortunately they're no longer. They put out 1 full-length album, got like 40,000 views on YouTube, and then they just vanished, which, I mean, hey, that's pretty run-of-the-mill for this kind of music. But Nuclear Remains came back after this. They returned in the future with their first full length, and their only full length to date, though they have an EP that follows after this. And it was The Dawn of Eternal Suffering. I love the art. It's pretty, you got the Fallout theme, and they're actually the only death metal band that I know of that has this nuclear Yes. They have this wasteland wearing the gas masks on stage approach. And when I first saw them, I just kind of wondered if it was like Sid from Slipknot was their favorite member, or, you know, they just wanted to wear the gas masks, and they did very consistently. They wore them, and it really added a unique approach that they had, a negative approach, if you will, to their music, because they were brutal death metal, but they weren't just like everyone else. They already kind of set themselves apart. And this was a great album. It really was. And lineup change already. We have Aiden on vocals here instead of Logan. Logan from Misanthropic. But this band, oh yeah, by the way, Aiden was in Blood Loss as well. So he was bass, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you know, they really are a flourishing band. And hopefully, if you haven't heard of them already, if this is an introduction for you, that's awesome. Go check them out. I mean, they have videos on YouTube. Don't know about Spotify. I believe so. But check out some of their live sets. I might even link one if I recall to do that. But yeah, Nuclear Remains, man. Definitely a band that... got the highlighter. It didn't really show very good. Highlighter yellow vinyl. Great band, man. Great band. Both of them. Both of them are. Snuffed on Sight, I'm holding my word. They suck. Torture also sucks. Don't come at me. That band is fucking awful. But you know, brutal death metal's in a good spot right now. We have Impure Conception with Jimmy from the Block. He's part of that band up in New Jersey. We have Regurgitated Entrails. We have Nuclear Remains. We have Anatomize. There's a lot. It's actually really cool to see, because this genre is only going to make it, and it's only going to get out of the hood if new bands keep popping up. Like, I love getting to see Suffocation, which I will see them again soon. But they're the old guard now. They aren't the youngsters, and they aren't the new, like, fresh sound. You know, they're getting older. And once these bands start to split slowly, unfortunately, even bands like this that are split into two groups now, it happens. It happens. As people get older, bands fall apart. It's really hard to do this. To go out on the road and fucking windmill, you know, and live off of road food and go to hotels and be totally, you know, shit-faced after a show. Get back on the road, get back in the van or the tour bus if you're at that point, and go another state, travel state to state every single day. That's hard work, man. That is hard work. A lot of people don't understand. Touring is not all that it's cracked out to be. Yes, it's incredible, but it's not just sunshine and rainbows and like you got a big bag of dope and you got all these ladies with you. It's not. It's not like that. Maybe if you're Motley Crue, but that's one, all right? That's 1 out of 1,000. So, yeah, don't worry about brutal death metal. It ain't going nowhere, especially when you got bands like this. They will keep it alive, and there's more to see, more to come. Expect lots of current and old school uploads. I'm going to be jumping through the ringer. I want to do some Grateful Dead videos. I want to do some Willie Nelson. I want to do like fucking anything and everything under the sun, basically. So, still trying to get my footing with just metal to make myself kind of a known channel for metal, but we like to listen to lots of stuff here. We're more than just metalheads. We're music monkeys. So, yeah, rock on. Check out Nuclear Remains, and check out Regurgitated Entrails. New shit, you better dig it.